Can you tell us a little bit more about Seasons?
Yeah, so Seasons is going to be,
The city of New Orleans, really. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Tristan Thompson. Paul George is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. And for New Orleans, we've got Evan Fournier. Embiid is out there with Grant. Then there's Garland. And it's Herter in at the small forward position. Wall, that's good. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking.
Now here's Wall. He picked up 18 points in their last win again.
Defensive mindset tonight was huge. He was a real pest coming up with all those steals and had great activity.
Now here's Garland. Following the miss by John Wall. Outside Fournier. Here's Embiid. That shot misses. Good D by Thompson. And the 76ers with possession. Here's Hield. Some solid defense from Grant.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively. That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Wall against Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it. For New Orleans, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Here's Wall. It's good.
Bagley's showing he can be effective on defense, jumping up and getting a steal.
Wall's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Outside Fournier. Embiid inside the line. Bagley with the rebound.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Now, here's Thompson, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA, so to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately and has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Paul George.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Outside, George. George double teamed. Here's Bagley. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Fournier with the ball, picked up by Thompson.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And George, here we go. Pass to Bagley. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now Wall. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Now, here's Garland. It's a 3-point game. Shot clock at 5. That one misses. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers lead. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
They've got Garland. Grant is out there with Embiid. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Herter in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And George with this stuff.
Yeah, I'd be aware of Paul George, especially when he's that close. How about that throwdown?
Grant against Wall. Outside Fournier. This one for 3. It's good from long range. Fournier's got 8 points.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
On the wing, George. On the wing, Hield. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hield's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflection.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Wall dishes to George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're hitting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Grant against Bagley. Embiid kicks to Fournier. Embiid, the pass to Herter. Over George. Goes back up. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's George. Second chance shot, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Here's Garland, and Thompson sends it back.
Shooter just can't help but throw that ball into Tristan Thompson's hand.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too. Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Now, here's Garland. Tight defense on him. Thompson against Grant. Here's Herter. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Now it's just a 3-point 76ers lead. Now here's Thompson. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Hey guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now here's Garland, covered by Wall. Embiid against Thompson. Embiid, no good.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Fournier against Hield. Here's Bagley. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Bagley's got his first basket.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And here is Garland. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Embiid. Over Thompson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such...
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the... And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Paul George all out there with Hield. Then there's Marvin Bagley, and it's Thompson in at the pivot, manning the middle. Outside, Wall. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Hield with the bucket.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Now, here's Garland, covered by Wall. Embiid, the pass to Grant. That one wide left.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Wall kicks to George. Launches a three, sinks the three-pointer. And now a 6-point 76ers lead.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation, and Paul George got it there.
Out to the right wing. Herter passes to Embiid. A fader. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Here's Grant, and he connects with the jumper. Grant's got 4 this quarter.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
Bagley, no good. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Herter, defended by George. The pass to Garland. Embiid inside. He's covered by Thompson.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Fournier gets a wide open look, and again New Orleans with the triple.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. George with the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Fournier. Got it. Good job in the low post. Fournier's got 13.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
16 seconds left to play here in the third. George with the ball. He's got 10. Outside, Wall. The shot's good on the assist by George. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not lacking any confidence. When the ball hits Wall's hands, he is ready to let it fly.
And so it's the Philadelphia. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Fournier out there with Garland. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Herter in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Back to Wall. Shoots it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's 13 points for Wall.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
There's Garland. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Garland, the pass to Herter. 5 on the clock. Tipped away. It's stolen by Bagley. Here's Wall, and Wall slams it home.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
Pelicans trail by 10. Down low. And the dunk by Grant.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
To the paint. And finished off by Bagley.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Embiid with the steal. He's got a clear path. Here's Fournier. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6th block.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Wall draws the double. And Thompson kicks to Hield. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Hield just keeps coming right after you again and again as a defender, and eventually you'll tire out and make a mistake with a foul.
Pelicans trail by 8. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Wall. Wall draws the double. Now here is George. Defense is right there. But they'll get another chance. Thompson passes to Hield. Now George. 6 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and Grant sends it back.
Grant's got some verts. I mean, it's all out there, especially effective on getting to the shooters and making an impact.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. And he is unable to get the second one. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Very exciting, the potential of Darius Garland. If he finds an offense that he can operate in and continue to be efficient, he's a guy that's going to keep improving.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. As to Maxey. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Hart, no good. Now here's Milton. So the 76ers win it. And in the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.